people in Dubai, they're very, like most of them, in Hindi they say matlabi. Very matlabi.
Relevance matters to you more or numbers?
पैसा आ रहा है बस number आए ना आए, relevant हो ना हो, doesn't matter. Whatever I am today, first because of Allah, my parents, and then it's because of the UAE. There is no one thing about Dubai. Everything is top notch. That is why the whole world is moving here. बहुत गंदी ज़बान है. मैं बिना गाली दिए बहुत अच्छी तरह से इज्जत उतार सकता हूँ. See, I come from Hyderabad. People gossip too much in Hyderabad. They used to bully me because nobody was doing it. Now they want to be my friends. And I'm like, no, I remember. You never realize how quickly Ramadan passes by. Now you're like, okay, it's the first day of Ramadan. And then as you just blink 4 or 5 times and you're like, okay, Eid tomorrow. I mean, I don't have a favorite, honestly. जो मेरे को ज़्यादा पैसे देगा वो मेरा favorite बन जाएगा. Recently, Khalij Times also selected me as one of the change makers in the UAE. I personally didn't see, the value of education for myself because I was not interested.
How did content creation come up then?
Just by mistake, I guess.
What is the biggest challenge that you feel you're facing?
Like I've been doing it for 12 years. अभी क्या करूँ? पता नहीं यार. सब कुछ तो कर लिया. They had approached and they said we'll pay you 4,000 dirhams. I think 500 per video. And I was like, oh my god, done. My mom keeps telling me don't post shirtless pictures on Instagram. I make a little good body. I'm like, okay, let me post on Instagram. I post. I fall sick. I see people doing the videos, the ideas which I did 10 years back, they're doing it now. So I managed to blow up on every single platform in different time zones. That's what helped me stay relevant for like 12 years on social media. So you never know next Ramadan we'll be there or not there.
Welcome back to Fragrance of Ramadan. Today we are shooting in Dubai with Zubair Sarookh. I would like to call him global citizen because he comes from Yemen and India. His father is Yemeni, mom is from Hyderabad. Welcome, Zubair.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I'm sitting comfortably, so I hope that's okay with you all.
Yes, absolutely. Why not? Zubair, let's start from the early days of you in Dubai. You were born in Dubai, right?
I was born in India.
You were born in India?
Yes.
Okay.
In Hyderabad itself. But like 1 week or I think 3-4 days after I was born, my mom flew to Dubai. So you can say I'm born both places.
Growing up in Dubai, your schooling was done in Dubai?
Yes, everything is in Dubai. I mean, to be exact, Sharjah.
I'm sure you are frequently visiting to India. When you go to India, when you come here in Sharjah, what do you find the difference in the schools? And have you ever been to any Indian school there?
See, every year during summer vacation, we used to travel to India. And I used to love that because the vibe, everything was different. So I used to go and enjoy. And after 2 months, when I used to come back, I used to be very upset. Because, vacation over, I have to go back to school. Now, I could not attend any schooling or visit any schools in India. So I can't tell you much difference. But one thing I can say is I enjoyed the schooling over here. And I studied in a CBSE school.
Okay.
That's how even I learned how to read and write Hindi. So I can speak English, Arabic and Hindi, all 3 languages fluently. So mainly I learned Hindi, how to read and write was in school.
Okay.
Speaking, I learned it, in my area because we used to have like diverse set of people, like, from India, Pakistan, Nepal, Arabs, Egyptians, locals, everywhere mixed. So we used to learn all languages together.
How was little Zubair while growing up in the school?
Oh, very mischievous.
Really?
Yes. And not very good at studies.
Okay.
I was never, fond of studying. I always was into sports. I always wanted to become a football player.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, I love playing football. But unfortunately, that couldn't happen. God had something else in his mind for me. And alhamdulillah, I'm happy how it worked out.
Wow, mashallah. Formal training लिया था कभी football के लिए?
नहीं, school में.
अच्छा लिया था.
But my school coach, जो मेरा school में था, he was a former Indian team player.
Wow.
So we had a good coach.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a defender in the Indian national team. Name was Andrew. We used to call him Andrew sir.
Okay.
I think he is the only teacher in the school I like.
Wow.
No one else. I dislike every single other teacher because they were not very good too. They used to always put me down. If you're watching this, I hope you're proud of me.
I'm sure they must be, I'm sure. College.
No college. 12th grade finish. My father was like, we'll put you in college. I'm like, how much is the college fees? He's like, 50,000 per year. I'm like, buy me a car. He's like, no. You want, I will pay for education. I'm like, no. I don't, like, I personally didn't see, the value of education for myself because I was not interested. अभी जिसको interest ही नहीं है वो पढ़ाई करके क्या करेगा? Correct or no? Because I didn't want to become a doctor. I didn't want to become an engineer or scientist. So for me, education was not very important. I was like, I have no ambition in life. I want to become a football player. That's not possible because I don't know. So I was like, Khalas, I don't want to continue education. My father is like, okay, then you will do job. I said, okay, no problem.
You started working after 12?
Yes.
Okay.
I worked in a travel agency for 6 months and then I left and I joined Sharjah Airport. I worked in Sharjah Airport for 7 years and then I resigned during Corona.
Okay.
I took up content creation full-time during Corona. Full-time during Corona, but I've been doing content creation for past 12 years. Like I was doing job and I was creating content simultaneously.
How did content creation come up then?
Just by mistake, I guess. I was bored and I was like, my friend, I've seen this video online. Let's make a similar video. We did. It blew up. And then he was like, okay, we'll make more videos. We kept making more and there were not many people doing it in UAE back then. And I was like, okay. I tried doing it and it blew up. Recently, Khalij Times also selected me as one of the change makers in the UAE when it comes to digital creation because one of the first people, it was me in UAE.
What made you select content creation a full-time thing?
I realized I was good at it.
Okay.
Naturally.
Okay.
I've learned everything by myself. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to shoot. I don't know how to write script. I don't know how to edit. Nothing. Coming out of school, they taught us algebra. Sin, theta, cos, this. I never used it in my life ever.
True.
After I left school. So after I came out, I said, okay, this is something interesting. I learned everything by myself through YouTube and through watching Bollywood movies and everything. So I realized, I'm like, okay, I'm good at it. And I realized I'm better than most of the people.
Yeah.
You give me a topic, be like, Zubair, write a script on this pillow. I can write a 10-minute script within 10 minutes.
So scripting and everything, you do it for yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
So I realized I'm good at it. I'm like, khalas, let's continue with this itself.
How's the creator community here in Dubai? They're supportive or how's the culture like?
I don't know. I don't think I'm a right person to ask this because I'm an introvert. I don't mingle with people much. Even if I collaborate, I will collaborate with people who first I know. Maybe now recently I've started collaborating with people I don't know much, but only if I like that person or else I will not collaborate with that person. So people in Dubai, they're very, like most of them, they're very like, how do I say it in English? In Hindi, they say matlabi. Very matlabi. वो लोग देखेंगे अच्छा followers है views आ रहे collaborate करो.
Selfish.
Yes, that is the main point of collaboration. But then I want to first get to know and like the person. If I like the person, then I'll collaborate. That's just personally how I am. So creator community, some are good, some are bad. It's just how it is.
So you focus more on the kind of product, I mean the reel or the content that you're bringing out, more than numbers, right?
Yes. If you see, I've collaborated with people who don't have much followers or views. They have like, I think 10,000, 20,000 followers. So for me, it doesn't matter. If I like the person genuinely, I can see that, okay, this person is, funny, creative. I will collaborate with them.
Now, these days, numbers matter a lot. And number of followers, number of views, number of likes, the entire engagement basically. So in the rat race, how do you find something that is relevant, bringing views also, and again at the same time, a good piece of content is going out in the market?
See, maintaining a constant number of engagements is difficult unless you reach a certain level. Let's say you've done reality shows and you're a very big star or you're a Bollywood star. Okay, maintaining it is easy. But if you are just a content creator and you're creating content, maintaining it won't be easy. And I don't think that matters the most. You should make sure, okay, out of 5 videos you're posting, at least 1 or 2 should be good and should give you engagement. If the other 3 does not give you, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Because engagement will keep going up and down. It shouldn't matter. What should matter is what content and creativity you're putting out.
Do you remember the first brand collaboration that you had done? When was it?
It was back in 2015 2015, I guess.
Before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID, when I recently started and my videos are blowing up. It was a drink,
Okay.
very popular drink company. They had approached and they said, we'll pay you 4,000 dirhams
Okay.
for a couple of videos. I think 500 per video.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, done. I'm taking it. And we took it and they sent like this big box of their drinks and stuff. And they said, just do product placement. You're making the video, just drink it in your video. That's it. Perfect. So that was my first ever collaboration. That was like 10, 12 years back.
12 years back, wow. You were working as well, right?
Yes, but imagine we were creating videos for fun.
Yeah.
And now you're getting paid to make videos. So that's like free money.
Yeah.
Like, wow, amazing.
What was the first viral moment while creating the videos? And what was that reel? Do you still remember that?
Yes, there were two videos. One video is me asking my friend what is EYES, and he mixes it up and says the wrong word. And I post that and it goes viral. That is one of the first ever video which went viral. And then the second video, like right after that, we made a video of egg. I enter a grocery and I say in Arabic, what is, do you have chicken? And he goes, look, I don't know what you're asking. I don't know Arabic. And I pick up an egg and I say, where's the mother? So that video also blew up. And I think it has in total 100 million plus views. Back then, imagine 10 years back, 100 million views. So that video blew up and after that, just kept making content.
Where are you getting all the ideas?
I don't know, just, first of all, that video, I find it very lame. I don't know how people loved it. I did not want
It's not lame, come on.
I mean, I found it lame. Maybe because I watched it so many times while editing.
Yeah.
I was not going to post it. My friend was like, just post it. Are you losing money? I said, no. He's like, okay, if it doesn't do well, delete it. I said, makes sense. And I posted it. I was just sitting and thinking, I observe a lot. So while observing, I'm like, okay, I can write scripts with it.
After gaining popularity, what is the biggest challenge that you feel you're facing right now?
You can say creative block. Sometimes you burn out. Like I've been doing it for 12 years. Abhi kya karoon? Pata nahi yaar. Like, sab kuch to kar liya. What will I do? I see people doing the videos, the ideas which I did 10 years back, they're doing it now. The same thing. They're just doing the same thing again and again. So I'm like, okay, I've done everything. What more will I do now? So that's one challenge I feel like. But alhamdulillah, sometimes I'm like, okay, this video worked on my page. Let me just tweak it a bit and do it again. And it works again.
When you find the creative block, at times it's so bad that, you get into the zone of self-doubt and, you are not sure what you should be doing. Is there any strategy or do you take breaks from social media to get back to routine? Is there any structure that you follow?
There is no structure, but I will watch a lot of YouTube videos of, comedians.
Okay.
Like I'll watch comedy shows, comedy movies, comedy series, stand-up comedians. Anything related to comedy, I'll watch. And this is when I have a creative block. When it comes to taking a break, it doesn't matter. Whenever I feel like taking a break, I will take. It's just the matter of, okay, now I feel like, okay, I don't feel like posting content, I will take a break. For example, I posted the video 5th of January. It blew up. It got like 25 million views. I'm like, okay, now I don't feel like making videos. I took a 1 month gap.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. After 1 month, I'm like, okay, I think now I should post. बहुत लंबा break हो गया अभी.
Real life और online presence में कैसे manage करते हैं? Balance कैसे करते हैं?
I just post content and that's it.
Are you one of the creators who post every little detail on social media? Or do you like posting it or you restrain it with intentions?
No, I restrain it with intentions. I don't like to post every single detail.
Yeah.
To be honest, people don't care.
Yeah. I mean, some people just live for that.
Yeah, some people live for that and I find it very weird.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be like, okay, today I did this. I worked so hard. Everyone works hard.
Yeah.
Everyone works hard. Some people are more blessed. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
So I don't like to post every single detail. If, any news or any something I want to share, I would do it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't share every single detail.
Even I don't do that because, right now I'm in Dubai. Just except for my family, nobody knows it. The reason, again, some people just post, snaps and stuff of where you're traveling and stuff. But I feel that it is your personal space and you should protect it. There are people who are not very happy for what you're doing in life. I do believe in nazar.
Same.
It's real. It's for real.
100%.
Any experience that, things were going to get placed for you, some exciting things, and because of nazar or maybe because you...
My mom keeps telling me don't post shirtless pictures on Instagram. Every time I go to gym, I work out, I make a little good body. I'm like, okay, let me post on Instagram. I post, I fall sick. Within 2 days, I fall sick. And my body, everything goes, because when you're sick, my mom was like, I told you, don't post. You don't listen. I'm like, okay, sorry. But then I never learn. I just keep posting again.
And keep falling sick.
Yeah, keep falling sick.
After getting famous, especially, do you feel it is difficult to manage relationships?
What kind of relationships?
So maybe, relationship with friends, relationship with family, how easy or difficult it gets?
With friends, it's easy because my circle is very small. Very small. Like the people who are with me now have been with me for years. They've seen me grow. And those people who used to make fun of me when I used to create content, they used to be like, oh, what rubbish you're doing, ha, he used to bully me because nobody was doing it. Now they want to be my friends. And I'm like, no, I remember this
What
respect.
you've
I
done.
remember everything.
Yeah.
And with family, it's in the beginning it was difficult. My father, my father was a police officer. He was a policeman in Sharjah police.
Wow.
Okay, so he was not supportive in the beginning. He was like, what is this? What rubbish you're doing? Get a job, go study or do something. But later when he saw fame coming and he saw my TV interviews and my newspaper interviews and he saw money coming in, he understood, okay, this is something different. And my mother was always supportive. My siblings, I think they were supportive. They never said no. They always helped me with everything. But certain relatives, certain cousins, they were not supportive. They were like, what is this guy doing? Blah, 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 this, that. And I showed them their place very well. And I told my mother also, if they come on my name, my tongue is very dirty. When it comes to disrespecting people, I'm like one of the most nicest person a human will ever meet. But if you try to cross your limit, then my tongue will turn into, बहुत गंदी ज़बान.
I tell people that with good, I am the best.
Yeah.
And with bad, I am the worst.
मैं बिना गाली दिए बहुत अच्छी तरह से इज्जत उतार सकता हूँ. I can. This guy knows. He knows. Hisham knows. He knows how my tongue is. So I try my level best. For example, one of my cousins told my mom, like, this guy is putting the family name down. What is he doing? Videos, blah, 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 blah. And I just controlled myself. I'm like, do you know why this guy got, suspended from his work? He stole something. So he's the last person who should talk about, family's respect. And my mom was like, Zubair, leave it. It's fine. So relatives and stuff, they were not very supportive. And honestly, I don't care. I don't care because nobody's feeding me. Alhamdulillah, Allah is feeding me. I am working hard and I'm feeding myself. I'm taking care of myself.
Alhamdulillah. Zubair, it's easy to say it now. But while creating or while starting the journey, I don't think it's very easy. And not everyone is lucky to get famous or popular so soon. So the pressure also, I feel at times from the family, from the relatives or whatever circle, it's really too much. And people then maybe in the mid journey, they just quit.
It depends. Different people, different types of, pressure, different types of dealing with the pressure. Me, I never cared from the beginning. I remember very well.
Is it?
Yeah, I remember very well when my cousins and my relatives were filling my father's ears. And my father called me. He was like, I'm going to kick you out of the house if you don't stop making the videos. I said, okay. If that makes you happy, no problem. Anything for you, Baba. Kick me out, no problem. But then he didn't do it. So for me, I know if I'm not wrong, I will not step back. I took up a job to keep them happy. I was like, okay, you want me to do a job? I will do it. But I will not stop making videos. So I was always like this since the beginning. Because I knew, okay, nothing will work out, no problem. I will sweep the streets, but I will earn. So that's not a problem for me. I'm not ashamed to work hard, no matter what work it is.
Zubair, you've been to different cultures, right? I mean, your roots are also from different cultures. Yemen, India, and now you're currently stationed in Dubai. What is something from each ethnicity that you feel that, this is worth treasuring? We can start with Yemen.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like everything is worth treasuring. Everything. Even the good and the bad, because they all shape you as a person. So whatever you grow up with, it's like I can't pick and choose anything because I don't know. I've never thought that deep. So for me, even the good, even the bad, they all shape me the way I am.
Something from the Yemeni culture that people really don't know much about.
The hospitality.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if they are rich or they're poor. They will still invite you and give you the world in their house, even if they don't have much. Like, for example, if they only have 10 dirhams with them in their pocket, That's the only thing they have. And if you visit their house, they will spend the entire 10 dirhams on you to take care of you, to feed you, to make you feel welcome.
Wow.
Because that's how they all are. When I went to Yemen, I visited a couple of people as well. They were very poor, but they treated me like I'm some royalty, and they opened the doors of their house and they fed me and everything. And I'm like, I felt a little bad because, they themselves are not super rich. They are probably below the poverty line. But still, they gave everything to me. So I feel like that is one thing people don't know much about them.
And what about India? After experiencing different cultures, what about India? People should know that this is something sharing about the culture, Indian culture.
See, I come from Hyderabad. People gossip too much in Hyderabad. So, again, I think the Hyderabadi food is delicious.
Yeah.
I can't speak for the entire Indian culture because I only visited Hyderabad.
Yeah.
So I want to visit Mumbai and Delhi.
Please, you're most welcome.
Yes, and inshallah, I'm planning to visit this year Mumbai.
Inshallah.
So I can only speak for Hyderabadi culture because that's the only thing I've experienced. So the food is amazing. People should definitely try. In general, Indian cuisine is amazing. Yeah. My favorite cuisine is Indian cuisine.
Really?
Yeah, I love Indian cuisine. So the food, definitely people should try the food.
And one thing about Dubai?
Everything. There is no one thing about Dubai. Everything is top notch. That is why the whole world is moving here.
Is that the love for Dubai?
It's the love. Whatever I am today, first because of Allah, my parents, and then it's because of the UAE. They have given me the opportunity. They have made everything easy, the safety, everything. The overall, the atmosphere they've created for me to be successful. So I'm forever grateful.
एक चीज़ जो मैंने यहाँ देखी और दूसरे कल्चर्स में इतना नहीं है, स्पेशली इंडिया में, मुंबई में इतना नहीं है. यहाँ के जो सोशल मीडिया पे जो लोग एक्टिव है, कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स या इन्फ्लुएंसर्स है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ़ वी आर डूइंग समथिंग राइट नाउ, हमने पॉडकास्ट शूट किया है फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वो आज ही चला जाएगा, उसकी रील्स भी आज ही चली जाएगी. I don't know why people are so active and they want to constantly keep posting on social media and in bulk. मतलब अभी हमने एक बात की, वो निकल गया, दूसरा निकलते निकलते दूसरी रील बन जाएगी, नीचे जाते जाते तीसरी रील बन जाएगी, and everything is going on social media.
वो लोग, these people are doing it for time pass, I guess. Because people who do it like properly, they will not post 3-4 reels in one day. Stories, हाँ.
रील्स देखा है मैंने लोगों को करते हुए. I don't know. I cannot digest.
It's just too competitive here now. Everyone wants to become a social media influencer. Everyone. Our phones are accessible now. It's more easily, available. So everyone wants to become an influencer.
Yeah. When I say Ramadan, what comes to your mind?
Fasting.
How's the culture? How's the environment? How's the atmosphere of Ramadan in Zubair's house?
Praying, getting ready for iftar. Yeah, praying and getting ready for iftar.
Have you ever done Ramadan in India?
Yes, once or twice.
If you compare both, what is the difference that you find in Indian culture and in Dubai?
I don't know about culture, but in India they have the sirens. Like when the Maghrib Adhan in Hyderabad.
In Hyderabad?
Yeah,
okay.
So they have the siren. Okay, Adhan is happening, they'll play the siren.
Okay.
These sirens, if you go to, current Ukraine or these countries, the siren is played when there is missiles. But in Hyderabad, when you hear the siren, the Maghrib Adhan is happening. But here in Dubai, there is no siren. You wait for the Adhan, you listen to that, and then you break your fast.
If someone is doing their Ramadan in Dubai, which place in Dubai is the best for Ramadan? To experience the vibe and the culture, everything.
See, right now in Sharjah, there is a heritage festival going on. I don't know how long that will be going on, but that is a very good place to visit and experience the heritage. And in Dubai, if you want to visit the old, I think Al Seef is a very good area because you have the new Al Seef and the old Al Seef. The old Al Seef is like very traditional buildings and, old style buildings. So you get to experience the new Al Seef and the old Al Seef together. So I think that would be a very good area.
And one thing that you get to witness in Dubai, especially in Ramzan and not other times, is there something like that?
Yeah, the Ramadan tents.
Okay.
If you notice, every mosque, outside the mosque, you'll find a tent. It is the Ramadan tent where people can come and have iftar.
So they get it from their homes?
No, people bring food and some people sponsor it. So you just go and you don't even have to bring from your home. You go sit, you'll have food to eat.
Wow.
So almost like I have not seen any mosque which doesn't have the Ramadan tent outside. So almost every mosque here has a Ramadan tent.
Wow.
And it's mostly sponsored by people. So when you go, the food, everything.
You just have to walk in.
Just walk in and sit. And they will not ask you, what is your name? Are you fasting or you're not fasting? No. You walk in, you sit, have food. Simple as that.
Have you ever visited Harmain?
I went last year also. But I never posted. I was like, I don't feel like posting anymore. So I went 2 years back also, but that time I posted. And last year when I went, nobody knew it. I went and I came back, I did not post anything. And I felt so good about it. I'm like, okay, I went there. I don't want to show it off to people that, look, I went to Umrah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me keep my intentions as pure as possible. I don't want even the slightest change. So alhamdulillah, I went. I want to go. My brother is going, inshallah, this Ramadan.
Inshallah.
Let's see if I get time, inshallah, I'll also be able to go.
I will be going, inshallah, day after tomorrow, directly
MashaAllah. So you'll begin your Ramadan in Mecca.
Inshallah,
amazing.
inshallah. Alhamdulillah, we received our visas today. So inshallah, we'll be going. Inshallah.
Happy for you.
Inshallah. What is the most emotional moment of Ramadan, from childhood? If you remember anything, most emotional moment that you still remember, still treasure, it's still fresh in your mind.
Every day was special. If you say emotional, it's during the end of Ramadan. You're just sad that, okay, it's getting over. You never realize how quickly Ramadan passes by. Now you're like, okay, it's the first day of Ramadan, and then as you just blink 4 or 5 times and you're like, okay, Eid tomorrow. So that is, it's a little sad during the end of Ramadan that, okay, you never know, life is unexpected. Alhamdulillah, we got to experience Ramadan. And I hope I get to experience Ramadan also.
Inshallah.
So you never know, next Ramadan we'll be there or not there. So yeah, it's always special.
When I say Eid, what comes to your mind?
Money. Eidiyah.
So you give now to kids in the family?
Unfortunately, yes. Nobody gives me anymore. But that was Eid for me growing up. Just collecting money, rich. And my mom was like, give, I will keep your money, and then the money disappears.
I think this is for every child.
But yeah, Eidiyah, back then it was receiving, now it is giving. Back then you used to go like, Eidiyah, now you hide. Like, you have to make small notes to give them.
Envelopes for everyone.
No envelopes.
Acche, directly.
But nowadays the kids are extra smart. Before, when someone used to give us money, we say thank you and we'll keep. Now if you give them 10 dirhams, like, what is this 10? Give 100. It's like that now over here.
They're smart now.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you kept your first roza?
No, I don't remember.
Acche.
But since I was small, my mom always used to make me keep the fast, but she used to be like, keep half. So you fast from morning till 3 p.m. till 2 p.m. So you keep half fast.
Acche.
So that's how I began fasting.
Yeah. So that was like a motivation. Everyone is fasting till 6 or 7, and then you're fasting only till 3.
3, yeah, half day fast.
Does your routine change in Ramadan, or it's the same? Like normal routine?
I mean, depends on the meetings and everything like that.
For content creation, because do you create?
In Ramadan, yes.
Yeah.
I try to post one video every single day.
Acha, okay.
On YouTube and Facebook.
Acha. Yeah. So you take up some challenge or something like that? Any series that you do?
Not really. Whatever comes in my mind, I just write the script and we shoot and we
It's
post.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Which social media platform is your favorite?
I mean, I don't have a favorite, honestly. जो मेरे को ज़्यादा पैसे देगा वो मेरा favorite बन जाएगा.
आजकल favorite कौन सा?
For short form content, it's going to be Instagram and TikTok. I know TikTok is banned in India, but in UAE it's a big thing. And then for long form, it's YouTube. But now Facebook is also paying, so if you post and you manage to get views on Facebook, it's amazing. But for me, Facebook will always be my first love.
Okay.
Because I started on Facebook.
Oh wow,
yes.
Lovely. So, and then when you started YouTube?
YouTube was simultaneously. I started all social media platforms together itself. But Facebook was first. I started first on Facebook, and then later on I branched out. Same, almost like, maybe 3, 4, 5 months gap, I branched out to other social media platforms. But YouTube blew up for me during Corona. TikTok blew up for me after Corona. Instagram blew up for me after TikTok blew up. So I managed to blow up on every single platform in different time zones. That's what helped me stay relevant for like 12 years on social media.
Relevance matters to you more or numbers?
Money. Money आ रहा है, पैसा आ रहा है, बस number आए ना आए, relevant हो ना हो, doesn't matter.
जो creative element है, हर reel में maintain करना, वो how do you do that?
I mean, I see what I find humorous, what I find funny, and I just add it. अभी 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है तो आ जाता है.
You also have a company simultaneously, right?
My company's name is 777. We call it F7. And we create content for different individuals and brands and businesses. So we handle their TikTok page or Instagram page, whatever they want us to. And we create content and we try our level best to make them grow on social media. And because I also lead the creative team. So I did this for myself, so I can, of course, do it for others.
For others as well. Yeah, again, now the challenge is that you create content for n number of people. Again, how do you make sure that the kind of essence that you put in your videos is different from Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z? How do you do that? Because again, what happens is when you create content, वो monotonous tone आ जाता है सारी videos में. तो उसको different करने के लिए how do you manage to do that?
So if you're posting 10, 15 videos, out of that, 2 or 3 will be similar to my type of content. Remaining all will be trends or what our team feels will work for that individual person or brand. So it's a mix of content. So people not feel like, okay, this is Zubair's touch in it.
We'll quickly have a rapid fire round where I'll ask you a few questions and you have to give me quick answers. What's the one thing you wish people just understood about you?
I am not always funny.
What do you value the most in a relationship?
Respect.
What does it take for someone to truly earn your trust?
I will never trust anyone.
Wow. If you were to die tonight, what's the one thing you'd regret not doing?
Not praying enough.
What's the riskiest decision you've ever taken in your life?
Quitting my job and pursuing content creation full time.
The worst day of your life?
No, I don't think I have a worst day in my life. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I always look at things in positive way.
The best day of your life?
Every day I'm alive is the best day for me.
Thank you so much, Zubair, for coming and sharing your views, your opinion, your side of story on Fragrance of Ramadan. On that note, we have a small little hamper for you by Ahmed Al Maghribi. These are perfumes which you can use this Ramadan.
My pleasure to be here. And I love Ahmed Al Maghribi, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's
I've been, you can say I was one of the first content creators, influencers who was promoting Ahmed Al Maghribi back in 2017.
Wow. Yes. MashaAllah.
Rose Noir. By the way, if you smell, I'm all very
Yes,
Ahmed Al Maghribi.
Yes, I could smell.
Oud lavender. Amazing. Thank you so much for this.
Most welcome. Most welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.